Welcome back. Let's turn our focus to this now. A study by Oxford Economics Africa has revealed that the South African Airways total economic contribution is projected to grow to reach 22.6 billion rand by 2029-2030. This is based on data from SAA and Oxford's in-house forecast. Now, the organization looked at 3 impact channels at the national carrier, including day-to-day activities, indirect impact on SAA's supply chain, and the gross value contribution to the country's GDP. SABC News economics reporter Katlego Legodi was at the launch of the SAA report and filed this report for us.
The South African Airways seemingly profitable as they look to the future, looking at the growth strategy that will be informed, be it told, by this study that was released here today. So we see the airline just roping in Oxford to ensure that they do a feasibility study of some sort and look at the impact to the economy where jobs are concerned, where trade deals are concerned, also where the issues of tourism are concerned, looking to the future. Remember, it was last week when they released their profits or their numbers, and the numbers just giving us a sense of this profitability, a move to profitability as per the work that has been done over time. We hear that they're now not in business rescue, they've moved from there, but they're also looking to the future in terms of turning the entity around. There is a strategy that is underway, and the man that is leading that strategy here is the interim CEO, who joins us now to just give us a sense of the work that has been done there at SAA. We see just a greater activity, a greater excitement as well. We've seen you open the lines as well, more airlines just coming into the space, but also you're looking at increasing the aircrafts. You're talking about climate-friendly aircrafts, and we see this study here, the report by Oxford, just giving us a sense of the work that needs to be done as well, looking at ensuring that the profitability remains, but also you add on, contribute positively to the country's economy. Welcome to the SABC.
Thank you, Katlego. This is a very exciting time for South African Airways because we can now demonstrate that the investment that the shareholder put in taking South African Airways through business rescue has paid off. We were able to announce last week that the first of operations from out of business rescue, our FY 2023, delivered a profit which was historical in that for the first time in 12 years, South African Airways could proclaim a profit of more than 200 million rand. But what is important, turning and earnings before tax, depreciation and amortization, what is called EBITDA, which was negative in 2019 at 2.4 billion rand to a positive of 277 million rand. But beyond that, what today was about is that in parallel, we had commissioned a study some months ago where we needed to say that South African Airways has a mandate that is beyond its financial matrices. It's not about just making profit, but it's about stimulating the South African economy as a catalytic industry where we are promoting tourism movement, where we are promoting trade, where we are creating jobs and transformation, and ensuring that given South Africa's location at the southern tip of the African continent, that South Africa has an airline like South Africa that can do what it can do. So this study today by Oxford Economics Africa proved that for this past year of 2023-24, South African Airways contributed general value add to GDP of about 9 billion rand.
That is very positive, and we see the study also taking us to 2029, 2030 in terms of the contribution to the GDP as well. 0.3% is what has been punted here, and we see it just this working or feeding into just the strategies and the work that you started as well as an airline here. How do we see this becoming somewhat of a reality, and how do we actually ensure that this growth is maintained, looking at what this study is telling us today?
Currently, we are flying 16 aircraft, which we are very happy with because South African Airways is resized to grow prudently to ensure that as we grow, we are able to give our customers a reliable service. Okay? We have plans that are included in this study that shows indirect economic impact to where in the coming 5 years or so, we'll be flying around 40 aircraft. Aircraft that will also meet the environmental obligations of South African Airways, younger, new generation aircraft. That plan is already being worked out by the current board and management. The plan is to grow that by end of beginning of 2026, we'll be flying 21 aircraft. We will have expanded our intercontinental routes beyond the ones that we have now, which is Perth and Sao Paulo, to where we'll be able to fly into Europe and into the east coast of the United States and definitely into East Asia.